Hey guys, so today I'm doing a review on Rihanna's Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. I also used her Flyliner. Honestly, like she came out with primer, eyeshadow primer. She came out with two brushes. What else? I think that might be it. Primer, two eyeshadow brushes, this and this. But to be honest with you, these were the only two I was really interested in. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this whole look, then just keep watching. Okay, I swatched them in store from the display, and really the reason I brought it home and I wanted to try it for you guys was because I was a little skeptical because I felt like there wasn't as much color payoff as I was anticipating. They're very pretty, these colors. She has a good mix of matte, but they're mostly like shimmer colors. So, you know, if you're not a friend of glittery, shimmery shadows, like this might not be the palette for you. So we're gonna start off with Come and Get It. I don't know if that's, you're supposed to say come and get it, come and get it, whatever. Off rip, like when I dip my brush in here, I don't know if this is gonna transfer onto my eyes like as a lot of fallout, but there's lots of powder everywhere, just dipping my brush into shadow. Okay, so see, the thing is she has some colors in here that I don't really like already, which is Fez Up, Shisha Smoke, which, let me swatch. Yeah, I don't like that gray. And then Spice Trip. What about Quicksand? Let me swatch. Yeah, also Quicksand. And I'll say, just from like me not even using those colors before, I don't like them just because for my skin tone, these colors are too pale and I know they're not gonna transfer and show up well on my skin. All the other like metal-y looking shades that she has are just fine. Saffron is a pretty red, which I feel like. Hennessy is a pretty, Hennessy. I feel like she was thinking about drinking. I'm gonna go in with Saffron. I'm using the same brush. It blends well, but I do feel like it's a bit tiny bit patchy. Maybe that's just me. I feel like I have to really build that color up. So I'm gonna go in with Hennessy. I'm still using that same brush. And I'm gonna pack this into my crease. So with this, I'm not bringing it as far out. I have naturally dark lids, so that's why a lot of these pale colors, so far I'm not seeing any fallout either, guys. That's why a lot of these pale colors in here, I'm like, I don't know if I would really care for them or use them at all. because my lids are so dark. If I ever wanted to use like a matte pale color like that, I usually have to pack on a lot of concealer on my eyes, and I don't want to do that, but I don't have to. So I usually try to look for colors that have more pigment in them, not as pale, not too many mattes. Like I'm always working with a shimmery lid of some sort. Her shimmer colors are very, very pretty. Marrakesh it is. Marrakesh is, it might not even really like go with this look too much, but Marrakesh is on some next level. Wow. Wow. Y'all, I only tapped this brush in the shadow like maybe once or twice. Wow. Okay. So the shimmers alone might make this palette worth it. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like it might show up even better, honestly, if I put it on with my fingers. Her creamy shadows are like very, very creamy to the point where like, I feel like I could like move them around in the little tin, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, it goes on a lot better if you use your finger. Now these, I didn't have fallout with any of the other shadows I used. Like the matte ones I used before this, but this shimmer is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It's everywhere. So yeah, now I have like glitter all under here. It's okay though. The tip on her eyeliner, it is so long, and the way that it's shaped, it's kind of like a triangular shape, if you can see that. So I feel like it makes it like a little bit easier for your hand to rest on it versus a lot of eyeliners that are like tubes. Also, you can hear in here, like this sounds like very much so just like a marker. I felt like for this palette being called Moroccan Spice, I could make it like a bit more thicker and dramatic. I do like the eyeliner. It is very black. So I think I'm gonna keep it. Like for sure keep that. The palette I'm still not too sure about, but let's get going with the rest of our makeup, shall we? So that is the entire look, guys. Overall, I like it. It's a decent look. I'm not like mad at it or anything. This palette is $60. I will say for me personally, because there are a few colors that I immediately like just have to rule out just because I know they're not gonna transfer or look that good on my skin tone, or they're not gonna look how I like my eyeshadow to look for my skin tone. The golds and the like foily situation she has up top, those are the business as well. If you are new to makeup or you're on a very tight budget and you don't really spend that much on makeup, I would definitely say this is maybe something you want to pass. I don't see this being a palette that's something you're gonna reach for every day. That's what I mean. I have to contemplate on whether or not I'm gonna end up keeping this because of like the whole situation. Like, I like it, but then there are like some drawbacks to it. One thing I will say is with the matte shades, I didn't have any type of fallout, so that was good. I did have a lot of fallout though when I ended up using like this foily color on my lids, this shimmer. So keep that in mind. You might want to do your foundation after your shadow if you're going to be using one of those shades. As for the eyeliner, so I already mentioned to you guys before, I am not the greatest at this eyeliner and eyelashes. Like, we're not friends. I thought it was fitting, since this palette is called Moroccan Spice, to wing it out a bit. I don't know, y'all, did I go a little bit like too crazy, or does it look fine? I mean, I feel like it looks fine. Last time I was on here and I had my hair like parted down the middle and I had the 2 braids on each side, y'all are like, tutorial. I'm not giving you a tutorial because you know how I did that. I just did my regular braid it down. The only different thing I did was I worked it into my braid pattern, those braids, obviously, I feel like. So like when I was braiding my hair that time, I had 2 braids that started up here and they just like went straight back. This time I just started 1 braid over here and it braided straight back, so it's like 1 long wraparound braid. There are still 2 braids right here. To kind of disguise that part, I took a strand from this side and I looped it under the braid over here, and I took a strand from this side and I looped it under the braid over here, and I kind of did that like going a little ways back, maybe until right here. And you guys know I'm no stranger of like teasing and messing stuff up, and I just kind of take it and I just like pick it up and frizz it out so that it looks like it's just like going straight back and like laying back versus like a part here over here, here over here. Does that make sense? And I did that all the way around. So that's all, you guys. If you have not, go ahead and follow me on Instagram because I am doing more IGTV videos. Also, don't forget to check out the blog niaraalexis.com. I cover beauty, things that I wouldn't necessarily get into. Like, my next post that's going up is about like the best moisturizers for your skin because I have dry skin, so I know. But I'm covering like a lot more beauty, a lot more fashion, and also a lot more like lifestyle things. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.